Good evening, gang. David Gupple, Thinker Farmer here. It's April 4th, 2025. So we're well into spring now, a couple weeks, and things have started to green up. And I'm here at the Archwood Barns, and right next to actually my house. And this is a small, I say small, it's two and a half acre lot that we normally would make hay on. And we decided to graze it this year with the finisher group, which we just pulled 10 animals to take to slaughter. They're going next Monday. It's Friday evening today. So it's a pretty small group of animals. We'll probably sort another 10, or not probably, we will sort another 10 in a month. And yeah, it's a pretty relaxing evening here. This is, for me, it's neat to see that this area is going to be grazed for the first time. You can see from looking into the pasture, if you've watched enough YouTube videos, you've probably seen this grass here. This is broom sedge grass. And over time, if you're just haying a pasture, eventually this is what's going to end up growing. The majority of the forages that are still here, you have, of course, that's your traditional fescue. This right here is your orchard grass. Anyone looking there, you can see that's your, you got that characteristic V shape, and it's a lighter green than fescue. You've got some brome in here as well, smooth brome grass. I don't know if I'll be able to find, that's a little harder to tell differently than looking around. This is fescue here. You can see how it's straight all the way to the tip. Brome has a M shape, about a couple inches from the end of the leaf. It's also really good grazing forage. We didn't graze this at all last fall, so like I said, this is the first time through, and we didn't bush hog it short, so there's a lot of brown forage in here. And yeah, it's really good for spring green up for the finishers to help them perform well. And actually in this group, my caboose animal, they're staring at my cat. That's why they're all bunched up in this corner. But my caboose animal, 2048, he just turned his head this way. He's been in the stalker group. He and I have been moving across the Archwood Farms. You've seen videos. I don't know if I've pointed him out for the last year, and he's finally graduated to finisher. He's probably 2048. Yeah, you're probably around you're a 9 weight now. Yeah, they're staring at my cat. Oh well. Y'all need to go back to grazing. I guess they've eaten enough for the day. Anyway, back to the pasture. One of the finishers dropped a remarkably good-looking cowpie here, and you can see some flies, but you can also see, if you look in close, I don't want to disrupt it, you can see some of the dung beetles already working their way through the manure. So evidently the insect populations are pretty much, I'm looking for a dung beetle. I came across this cowpie 5 minutes ago. There were several dung beetles out moving around. You can see where they've started putting holes in the cowpie. Yeah, there they are. There's one. There's one coming up on the side. I don't know if y'all can see it. It's kind of in the ground. Oh, there's one. There's one. You saw one just coming in and out. Anyway, they're going to do well on this field. The finishers right now, we're grazing them. You know, this is the end of their life. We're giving them large areas and letting them select what's best. And generally speaking, we will be coming back with the stalkers and grazing the area. If you just graze a field with finishers consistently over time, it's not going to move forward ecologically, because finishers, you're trying to, the higher you make an animal perform in terms of average daily gains and whatnot, the less gains you're going to get per acre and the less ecological pressure you're going to put on the landscape. So I would say probably this summer it'd be really great to bring the stalkers. I don't know if it'll be a realistic or not. We'll just have to see. Anyway, I'm not going to keep this video long, but back to broom sedge, often called a poverty grass, because it, you know, if you make hay on a field year after year, that's what's going to eventually grow, and it's really only good to graze once in the spring. After that, it just becomes junk. Animals won't touch it. Yeah, it's really not much better than straw. What drives regenerative farming, what drives farming in general is, and what boosts your fertility, is soil biology. Not having animals on this field year after year and shearing everything off mechanically with a mower has resulted in soil that, I mean, right now this is still pretty good forage looking out over it. You've got fescue, you've got smooth brome grass, you've got orchard grass. I'm looking around now, you probably, I've not seen very much clover here. In fact, I'm not seeing any right now. There's a few forbs in the mix. It's still pretty good feed, but definitely we can see that that broom sedge moving in. We need some animal impact here. We need the animals to trample the forage. We need them to put some manure down, and their saliva and everything the animal is doing, and also things it's shedding from its body, is going to feed the soil life and feed all the invisible stuff that you can't see. But all that invisible stuff is what makes all the difference. It's what drives the soil fertility. And since farming really is, at least regenerative farming, it really is at the end of the day about biological energy, not mechanical energy. This is the first right step, is getting animals back here. And ideally, we'll bring a different class of animals other than finishers. It's a small area, so yeah, probably wouldn't graze stalkers here more than one day. But anyway, remember that as you're building your farm. Biological, that is a really nice clump of orchard grass. We've already, it's April 4th, it's already 10 inches. That's pretty nice to see. Yeah, I'm gonna probably be doing a couple more spring videos as we get into spring grazing. We're gonna be moving pretty quickly across the farm. But yeah, biological energy is what drives everything. And with that, gang, blessings for the journey, and keep it real.